Hello everybody, I want to tell you about chapter 5, chapter 6, chapter 7 and chapter 8. And this is the mind map. First is chapter 5. In this chapter, we learn about how to apply for a job. In this chapter, there are reading, vocabulary, grammar and text structure. Reading is about reading a letter. Letter is about someone who responds at advertisement someone else. And second is vocabulary. In the vocabulary, there are vocab in context and pronouns. Vocab in context, we have to quest the meaning of the word in the text above. After that, we have to match the English word with Indonesian equivalents. For example, is enclosed, that meaning terlampir. And then you have to practice in pronouns. And the third is grammar review. We have to exchange from active voice to passive voice. In the passive voice, the subject disappears. The fourth is text structure. Text structure is about application letters. The meaning of application letters is how we write letters with the true arrange. Like first, we have to write our address and the address of the company you are writing to. And the purpose is editing letter. You can add or edit the letter whatever you are as you wish. And then I wanna explain about chapter 6. In the chapter 6, we will learn about what do they look like. In this chapter, there are reading, text structure, vocabulary, writing, and communicating. In the reading, we will reading a description text, and the text is about describing animals. There are two texts about animals that we have to observe and compare. And then vocabulary builder. We have to find the meaning of the word and adjective describe more information about noun. And then is writing. We have to create our own about text structure like description and classification. And also we have to peer editing. Yes. And then communicating is about writing, speaking, and close description. And then I wanna explain about chapter 7. In this chapter, we will learn about read the nature. There are listening, reading, vocabulary, and text structure. In the listening, there are texts about tsunami, and the teacher will reading this text, and you have to answer the question from your teacher. And then reading, we have to reading description about catastrophe too, like tornado. And the writing, we have to writing text about catastrophe, and we have to find make classification and description. And then text structure. In the text structure, we have to find classification and description. And then vocabulary, we have to meaning a word of the text and find grammar. The grammar, we have to observe the present verb. And then I wanna tell you about the last chapter is chapter 8. In this chapter, we'll learn about student and bully. This chapter, there are listening, reading, vocabulary, and text structure. In the listening, there are text structure with the same like chapter 7. Your teacher will reading the text and you have to answer the question from your teacher. And then you have to reading a text about bullying, and you have to find the meaning of bullying or vocabulary. We have to practice pronouns and matching a word from the text. And grammar, we have to find the grammar. And then text structure, you have to describe, you have to find description and classification and social phenomena. Thanks for watching. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.